Hey everybody, it is your favorite seamstress Mina. Yes, your favorite seamstress Mina. So today I'm going to be doing some alterations on a few pair of pants. Customer came in, one of my customers, she needs her pants hemmed, and thought I'd just jump on and kind of show you, the process that I go through for hemming my pants. And I do have to make a disclaimer. I am a little particular. I probably do take a little bit more time when hemming my pants, as opposed to, let's say, if you take it to a regular cleaners or a tailor or whichever. I'm just a little bit more particular, but that's okay. To each their own. So I've already pin fitted my customer, and she has a lot of a hem. She's fairly short. She's about 5'3", 5'4", something around there. So she brings her pants to me, most of her pants to me, to get them hemmed, shortened. So for these pair, this is quite a large hem, and whenever I do my alterations, or anytime I do alterations, I really like to bring the hem or the alteration back to how it looked originally. So for this one, what I'm going to be doing is, whatever I cut off, I'm going to serge that edge, and then I'm just going to create a blind stitch. All right, so now what I normally do is I'm just going to measure the hem 7 inches. Now this is the front, so we have 7 inches in the front, and then I'll just flip it over, because normally the back is just a little bit longer, and I normally kind of angle it about 1/4 of an inch. So the back is 6.75. All right, so and again, this is the process that I go through, not for all of them, but just because I'm a little bit more particular. So for this, what I'm going to do is, so here on the fold, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll just, for a guideline, I'll go ahead and press this to make a line all the way across. And actually that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and press that so I can see my, my hem line, and then go from there. All right, so I took it over to my pressing station, and I gave it a really good press, which gave me a mark line, my hem line. Right, so now I can take out my pins, and we can see I have a guideline right there, right? I got my guideline. So now what I'm going to do is, the one thing that you want to pay attention to is the hem. So again, I bring the hems back to the original, how it was originally done. So this hem right here, this is a hem up of 1.5 inches. So this is where my crease line right here, this is where her hem needs to stop at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure down 1.5 inches from there, and I am going to put a little mark there. 1.5 inches, mark it, mark, and then this is going to be my cut line, my new cut line. I'm going to turn it over, 1.5 inches, 1.5, 1.5, yeah, 1.5. So this is going to be my cut line, and find my scissors. All right. So, and again, I'm so particular. So I am going to cut right here, and then I'm just going to cut on my cut line. so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to my serger and I'm going to serge this edge, take it under, and then do my blind hem stitching from there. All right, so I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did to this leg to this leg. And I am going to serge all the way around. Then I'm just going to use my machine and do a blind hem stitch. All right, so I am now at my serger and I am getting ready to serge the end of these pants. I don't want to take off too much. I don't want to cut too much off, so I just adjusted the seam allowance on that. And then all right, so now I'm just going to take these over to my pressing station and I'm just going to turn the hem under and I'm going to press. All right, so now I'm over at my machine where I'm ready to do the, excuse me, I'm a little hoarse. I'm ready to do the blind hem stitch. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my pins out. And I've already went over to my pressing station and I pressed the hem under. All right. Remove that so I can use my free arm. So the hem of the pants, I have it folded inwards, right? So what I like to do is I'm going to take the hem and I'm just going to kind of peel it back like that. And then this is going to be about like this little allowance right here. It's about 1/2 inch. All right. So now if you need to put a pin to hold that down, you can. But what I'm doing is I'll do it again. Here's my hem that's folded inwards. Okay. And I'm just taking and folding it in like that. So now I'm going to put it up under the presser foot. So I have my machine set to the blind hem stitch. I have a width of 3.5 and a length of 3.5. So what this is doing is the needle's going to stitch, stitch, stitch on this little allowance right here. It's going to come over, grab the hem to keep it in place. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. All right, so now my hem is in, and you can hardly see the little where the stitch went over. So stitch, stitch, and then what I'll do is I'll just go over to my pressing station and I'll stitch it. So you can see just a little bit of a crease there where the stitch went in, but once I press it, you won't be able to see that. So what the pressing is going to do is it's going to kind of like, you know, embed the thread in the pants so you won't be able to see it anymore. So right now you probably just kind of see that little indentation right there, that line right there. But once I go ahead and press it, you're not going to see it. So I'm going to go over to my pressing station and press it and then show you how it looks. Right, so here is the outside, and here's how the inside of the pants look. And you can see like the zigzag, but you'll see like where it caught the little hem at right there to hold the hem in place. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing to the other side. And you can see, you can barely see the little stitches. And then I'll just press it a little bit more just to embed those stitches. But that's how you do a blind hem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Go ahead and like, subscribe. And if this video has helped you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.